Hello, everybody. We are continuing Ghostpia. This is Chapter 1, Part 2. It's almost dawn. I don't think I've ever gone outside around that time before. The snow seems a little soft and hard to walk on, perhaps due to the rising temperature. Sayaka! Pacifica? Looks like I wasn't the only one called here. I see. I guess that makes sense. The time has come. Is it done? I wonder. I can't wait. Pacifica nods and weighs her words for a while, and then... If you can't wait, then let's hurry. Hey! I chase after Pacifica when she breaks into a run. It's my first outing at dawn. We dash as if swimming through the pristine air. Main Street looks so different compared to how it normally does. It's like a quiet, still pond. And just as how a skipping stone makes ripples in a still pond, our footsteps and Pacifica's laughter break the silence. I'm excited. Not that I mind, but why are you out of breath? We take one turn off of Main Street and reach a workshop garage. Anya looks at us as she sits on a garbage can placed in front of the closed shutters, swinging her legs around. Oh, hi. Yo. Oh, Guten Morgen. I'm not sure if I got that anywhere near correct. Huh? The two of us laugh when we see Anya's confused face. Anya looks to be about my age, so I don't use formal words with her. Pacifica seems to be older than me, so I've ended up using formal words with her, but not because I'm trying to keep my distance from her or anything. And it's not like I don't respect Anya either. Do those greetings mean anything? Not really, Poop. You starting something? Well, this is how things usually go. Though something special is waiting just around the corner, that doesn't mean things will suddenly change between us. Well, whatever, I'm tired, so let's get down to business. Anya sighs. Her face does look a little tired, and her posture doesn't show any enthusiasm at all either. So is it done? Is it done or is it not? What do you think? The way her eyes light up with confidence already spoils the answer to that question. It's done. It's done. I did it. I did it. Want to see? You want to see it? I want to see it. I grab Anya by the shoulder when I say that. We have both lost our cool. Anya chuckles to herself and pulls a remote out of her pocket. Time for the big reveal. Clack, clack, clack. Whee! A shunk. I don't know if I want to do the sound effects. It's a little silly. The shutters open, revealing a large box-shaped silhouette inside the dark garage. Ta-da! Oh, my voice. There it is. Our goal. Our first weapon. This one's for the books. A squarish armored vehicle. At least that's what it probably is. Wow, that's amazing, Anya. Indeed, I'm impressed. We walk inside the large, spacious garage, storing the armored vehicle and pat its frame. I'm not a car person, but I can tell that it's a reliable machine. The armor looks like it could deflect a few bullets, and the big fat tires look like they could handle any terrain. There's even 6 of them. I doubt you could get anywhere in the snow desert surrounding the city without something like this. Well, it's an honor to hear that. Thanks. Anya's an apprentice at the local town repair workshop. Though I feel like this is the first time her career skills have proven useful to us since we first got to know each other, I don't think a repair worker like Anya could create something so impressive, or I didn't think. It's amazing. That's all I can say. You think we can leave with this thing? I mutter as Anya shows us inside the car. We sure can. It certainly seems so. Our goal, or rather, our dream, I suppose, is to leave this city. Or to be more accurate, it's to head to my home country, which may or may not be on the other side. My friends and I have been working day in and day out towards that goal. No idea how far we'll have to go, but I made sure we can pack a lot of food and stuff. Should we bring board games and stuff too? Wouldn't it be too bumpy of a ride for board games? Oh, good point. Why am I tired? Time to sleep. Anya lies down on the hard concrete garage floor. I look outside the window. Sure enough, the sun's almost fully risen. Ghosts always get sleepy in the morning. They can barely stay awake up until early morning, but even that's cutting it close. No fair, me too. Pacifica lies down next to the already half-asleep Anya and curls up. They look so comfortable, it makes me want to lie down next to them too, but there's something I have to do before that. I get the garage shutter remote. And I also pick up a thick blanket that Anya must have gotten ready for this little sleepover. Hey, come on. It's going to be cold if you just go to sleep like that. It's not like ghosts can catch colds, but they do feel cold. And even though they're wearing coats, the floor is likely to grow cold. I press the button on the remote, and the shutter shuts with a rattle. I lie down on the concrete floor and loosely spread out the blanket. Say, Anya? What? Did your boss help you? Not really. It doesn't matter either way, but... Huh? She's fast asleep. Z, get out. Are you pretending to be asleep? Z. Well, whatever. We share our warmth underneath the blanket as we drift off into sleep. Eventually, our consciousnesses melt as we all enter one dream. If only a dream like that's more like a pipe dream. Drip. And with that last thought, I sink deep down into the ocean of sleep. My vision blurs as if crossing the surface of the water. My eyelids are heavy, so heavy they start to sink. They start to sink by themselves. But right before they close in the sliver of my dim vision, conglomerationality! Okay, so the fact that I said that on first take, I have a confession to make. I've tried to record this and struggled a little bit, but I'm getting there. Who's that? We walk around the street at night. In other words, during peak ghost activity hours. I never thought I'd walk around the streets underneath a pitch-black sky again. You don't have to be so nervous, you know. Sorry, but what? Can't find the words to continue. Our conversation fades into the air like smoke. Once I finished taking a shower, Pacifica said, "Let's go to the station." I'm not sure going there will help us prepare the welcome party for the new ghost. The fact that the station's such a far walk away from my home doesn't help my enthusiasm either. My worst fears turn out to be accurate. Every ghost we come across gets out of the way when they see us, or rather, when they see me. And it's clearly not out of kindness nor respect. The ghosts fear me. Complex emotions weigh down my heart. Resignation, I don't blame you. Sadness, don't look at me like that. Indignation, you're already dead. What do you even have to fear? I hate this. Unable to describe my jumbled up feelings, I say something embarrassingly ambiguous. I don't know if I should be apologizing, but I'm sorry. No, I wasn't blaming you or anything, Pacifica. Though Pacifica smiles, her eyes narrow. A sign that I haven't cleared up the misunderstanding. I curse my poor language skills. Can you hold my bag? I nod absent-mindedly and take Pacifica's hand back. This station's pretty big. It must have been an ostentatious building in its heyday. But it's hard to imagine what it used to look like now that it's an abandoned wreck. Most of the lights are broken, so it's incredibly dark inside. It's not impossible to walk here if you try hard enough, but it makes me wish I had a light. The few lights that remain intact are enough of a hindrance that your eyes can't adjust to the darkness, so anything that's in the shadows is completely dark. Pacifica strikes a match and lights an old-fashioned lamp. Pacifica's rich enough to buy high-luminance LED lamps or expensive high-power wearable lights, or at least I think she is. For some reason, she's using a lamp. Has she always been like that? I don't remember. I feel like there's a memory like that locked away somewhere in my brain. It feels odd, but it doesn't matter. This station appears to have been a terminal, at least that's the conclusion I've come to, seeing as all of the railroad tracks only come in from one direction. Seems kind of fitting for a ghost town to be a dead end. At least, that's what I think. I follow behind Pacifica from the front entrance to the platforms. There's not a star to be seen in the sky above the cracked ceiling. I see a single point of light up ahead. It sways slightly. Several dozen meters ahead. There stands a young red-headed girl. Yes, she looks nothing but young. Her name is Anya, a ghost who used to be friends with just as much as with Pacifica. Sorry for the wait. Doesn't matter, you should took your time out. Though, you run into any problems? Each time Anya's body sways, the float light hovering a little less than a meter above her head sways with it. I'm not sure how that thing works, but it makes her look kind of funny. It's like an angel halo. I mean, doesn't that seem funny? A ghost cosplaying as an angel? I said Sayoko take a shower. I had Sayoko take a shower. I said. Let me try that again. I had Sayoko take a shower. Oh, I see. I stay silent. I decide not to say anything unless spoken to. Long time no see. Yes, I guess so. Looks like I win this time. Whatever, Posse. It's not like I wanted you to win anyway. Posse, I kind of like that nickname for Pacifica. And I didn't want to lose, Onster. Anya, Onster. Onster just doesn't sound right. The two of them exchange playful banter, but Anya's face looks a little stiff since I'm here. These two are my only real connection to the town. Judging from what they said, I guess the two of them were betting to see who could drag me out of my room first. But I'm not enough of an idiot that I'd say something like, "Don't use me as a pawn in your games, you two." It's necessary to just accept these sorts of things if you want to revive interpersonal relationships that have remained stagnant for years or even longer. Okay, Sayoko. Let's head to the garbage dump. Why the garbage dump? I want to ask, but instead I stay silent. I don't want to disappoint them. Despite the things I say, I dream of reviving our friendship. Okay, let's go. A slight shadow seems to cast itself over Anya's face when I say that. It's a little frightening. Did I do something wrong? I guess there's no use dwelling on it. Alrighty. Anya claps her hands twice, and the float light above her head changes from an angelic halo to a shining sun. It's so bright it makes me squint. It's so bright, maybe a little too bright. This thing's a cheap model, so it's only got 2 brightness levels, but I figure there should be plenty for picking up garbage. That's true. Good job. You're a real engineering advisor. She sure looks like she thinks that. I don't mind being an engineering advisor, but why don't you just shop around at stores? Don't you have money? Isn't it obvious? Huh? Well, I guess. Anya shrugs as Pacifica starts walking ahead. Once my eyes adjust to the light, I follow behind, so does Anya. We didn't make eye contact, but you could say we're on the same wavelength. Whenever Anya moves, her miniature sun sways, causing the shadows cast by rubble, signs, and pillars to stretch and shrink. Let me explain from the beginning. The needle on the compass points north. I know. Wow, you really know your stuff, Anastasia. Don't call me Anastasia. That's what Anya's short for, isn't it? I don't know. Just make stuff up. But it's cute, like you're a princess. That's exactly why I hate it. Don't you dare try to make it a thing. We quickly backtrack the way we came. Thanks to the intense light, it's much easier this time. It's still pitch black outside the station. I get a little dizzy thinking about how long the night is. Anya claps her hands twice and the light fades. The light's mechanical core plops onto the ground. What a convenient little thing. Probably too expensive for me to afford, though. Then again, I guess I can't afford anything since I don't have a job. Apparently, the new girl's being interrogated at the church. Yeah, I know. That's all we know, thinking that even after she gets released, her reputation with the church will remain sensitive. And if we go shopping for her, it may sour the shop's reputations with the church. Oh. Maybe it's different with your shop, but things could get complicated with other shops due to the church's strong influence on the economy. It's important that we care for the new girl, but we shouldn't cause trouble for other people either, right? Civica breaks into a smile. I like this smile way more than that flawless, forced smile she makes sometimes. Cares. Rude. Shut up. As those two walk... Sorry, everybody. We eventually reach the garbage dump. It's near the station, so it doesn't take long. Now that I know the garbage dump was our destination, I guess it makes sense why we met up at the empty station. It's the perfect meeting place for an outcast like me. It's easy to think when you don't talk. Wasn't that right, Sayoko? Huh? I was just saying, it's been years since we've walked around like this. I suppose so. Would you look at that? Anya's facial expression changed again. I think. I guess I can still tick her off, even talking as little as possible. It's been hundreds of years, hasn't it? Has it been that long? I think so. Okay, then let's go with 9,999 years. I don't get why that quip's gotten so popular. I don't like it one bit. This conversation is reassuring in two ways. First, it's reassuring to know that my presence doesn't immediately ruin the mood. And second, it's reassuring to know that I'm not the only one who lacks a sense of time. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever heard anyone else talk about it, but maybe I just don't remember. My memory is pretty much just a vague puddle in the back of my skull. Maybe it's because it's just common knowledge. Maybe I've even forgotten what common knowledge is. Sayoko? Yes? Pacifica's voice snaps my inward-focused consciousness back to reality. When I snap back to reality, there's a tall chain-link fence standing before us. Part of it is made to open up like a door. It's the entrance to the garbage dump. It doesn't look like it's locked, so we easily get inside. It's not like this place is off limits or anything, right? Nah, garbage collection isn't like exclusive merchants or something. Boss and I come here for parts sometimes, too. Oh, really? Have you been here, Sayoko? I come here occasionally. The The garbage dump is the alpha and the omega of this town. From garbage you come, and to garbage you shall return. It's almost like the opposite functionality of a real garbage dump. Ghosts can't keep more than what they need. Any excess, be it accessories or furniture, suddenly disappears when forgotten. And just as suddenly, those things appear here at the garbage dump. That's why this place might not actually be a real garbage dump. The same thing with ghosts. We just happen to call them that, but nobody knows if that's what they really are. But they still exist, regardless. Whoa, it's so hard to find footing here. Get organized. That's a tall order for a garbage dump. Anya turns her light on again as we carefully trudge over the piles of garbage. Garbage tends to end up in clumps of related items, so with that information in mind, we look for conspicuous party goods like streamers or colored pens. I find some sort of canned fish at my feet, so I pick it up and put it in my pocket. The can has the same sort of design as the biscuits I just ate, so maybe it's from the same manufacturer. That's right, even food is part of the cycle. Everything, and I mean everything, cycles back around to this garbage dump. The can of biscuits we just ate is probably back here too, biscuits and all. All of the shops Pacifica mentioned collect items from the garbage dump to process and resell. Ghosts rummage through this garbage dump and live modest lives based on their needs, just as they always have and probably how they always will, too. You could say that for ghosts, this place is like a bountiful ocean. And I suppose that might be why it's relaxing to come here. Here, you can find anything, as long as it's not living. I feel like I've heard something like that somewhere before. But who was it that said it? Psycho! I can hear the clattering of metal as my body starts to feel like it's floating in the air. Though, in reality, all that happened is that the pile of garbage gave way and I lost my footing. Aw. Look, you gotta be careful, okay? Sorry. Unable to keep up with Anya's sudden movement, the float lamp tumbles into the garbage pile and shuts off. So not only did I lose my footing, but it's also suddenly dark, causing me to panic for a second. Anya and I are pretty much the same height, but her hands seem a little smaller than mine. I grip her hand tight and place my feet on solid ground. I keep holding her hand until my eyes get used to the dark. Sorry. You don't have to say it twice. I may have ticked Anya off again. My hands are sweating like crazy. Oh, it's the car. Pacifica murmurs. The fallen garbage reveals what was hidden underneath. Jutting out of the pile of garbage is a rusty station wagon. There's no way this is stable footing. That car thing was a whole ordeal. It took until morning to work on it that one time. Only now does Anya look me in the eyes as if peering into them. Her green eyes glow gently like beautiful emeralds. Her hand starts to feel warm, though I guess it was always warm and I'm only now noticing it. I relax just a little bit. What car? With one careless word, I extinguish that light. The warmth in my hand quickly fades. Though that shouldn't be a surprise since she had shaken off my hand, exposing its damp surface to the cold air. Don't you remember? Even you should. No, wait, I remember, honestly. We tried to leave by car, didn't we? I'm flustered, so flustered I get dizzy. I frantically search through my memories for what I should know, for what I shouldn't ever forget. I remember what happened in the end, too. You really are Sayoko, right? Of course, I'm me. I haven't changed. I'm me, I think. But am I really? There's no way that I can't be me, right? For some reason, I'm not so confident. I'd be confident if I had something to prove my own identity, right? It's no use. My thoughts keep spilling out like snowy sand. What? Does Sayako change into something else if you leave her alone? Like cheese? Pacifica gives off a somewhat exaggerated laugh as if to say, well, she did smell like spoiled milk. If Pacifica didn't come to my rescue there, I probably would have kept on panicking forever. I'm sorry. Was really out there. No, I should apologize. We all tried to leave town together, didn't we? We used the car that you remodeled. Sorry, I keep spacing out lately. I regain enough sense to avoid talking about what happened in the end. I was able to remember. I guess memories are no exception to the rule. Everything forgotten returns to this garbage dump, perhaps even forgotten memories. Okay, so I'm going to stop here for now, and there's going to be a part 3 of chapter 1, and then we will go on into chapter 2. I'm not sure how much of this visual novel I will do, simply because I'm not sure how much is acceptable to do, given that there could be spoilers in later chapters. I'm not sure yet. Kind of still working out a lot of things, actually. I'm still working out how to record this properly. So if there are any strange aspects of this recording, my apologies for that. I actually talk about what I think about this game so far and just share my general opinions after having played almost 2 hours of it. Well, on these recordings, almost 2 hours. I think it was just under 2 hours, perhaps, but I do like the writing. I think the writing is to a good standard. The story is heavy. The mood is pretty thick with atmosphere and emotion and anxiety that I could really channel into voicing the main character. I could relate to a lot of her feelings and her thoughts insofar as having difficulty with some of the people that she's around, well, her friends, more so. The story is shrouded in mystery still. I'm not 100% sure about everything going on. There's a decent amount of world building that just kind of layers here and there, giving you insight into how this particular world works. But it's very foggy, it's very misty, it's very disconnected from, I would say, people's expectations of a ghost story. And I have a feeling it's going to be quite sad. It's already pretty emotional, but I have a feeling it's going to get sadder and perhaps more intense. I heard that there's gore, and I'm very curious about that, considering how tender a lot of the writing is and how much the author seems to care about their characters. And, for example, the friendships between the characters, there's a definite sense of that there, that they either want to be friends or they are friends, and they have a kind of loaded history with one another. So I'm curious to see more and see where things go. And also that blue-haired girl, conglomerationality girl. I will reveal one small thing. She's not introduced in the first chapter, and I haven't yet met her. So I played ahead just a bit, and I'm curious about that character as well because I have a feeling she's quite important. Long story short, this is a storyline that seems of good quality, but I'm not 100% sure what I'm really going to think about it. It is going to need more time to develop and to settle and to kind of reveal itself in all of its facets, I suppose. So that's Ghostpia. We are still in episode 1. There will be a part 3 of episode 1. But also, I may just jump straight into episode 2 during that episode because I don't think there's that much left in episode 1. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, for listening to me narrate this visual novel, and for all of your support. I'm very happy with everything that's going on insofar as the channel is concerned and the people that I've had just the honor of meeting and talking to. So I look forward to. Oh no, what am I doing? I'm doing all the wrong things. Okay, I'm going to edit this more than likely to try to fix that up a little bit. We're going to. Oh, spoilers. Hopefully not too many spoilers. Okay, Alt Tab, please. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you later.